Hey, it's Portia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I want you to go ahead and subscribe. For all the new subscribers, thank you for joining me. For all the former subscribers, thank you for staying. I appreciate you. Even though I never seem to be consistent with the video making, you still choose to not, unsubscribe. You're still here rolling with me, and for that, I appreciate y'all for it. I hope y'all are gonna appreciate the different view that I'm giving y'all today. I decided to utilize my couch. So I know sometimes it looks like I'm just sitting on the floor and I have nowhere else to sit, but I have a couch, y'all. So I thought today would be a good day to utilize my couch and show y'all a different side of my apartment. Look, it's one thing to sit in front of a camera and speak to your group of friends, but it's another thing to sit in front of the camera and speak to the whole world. Okay? And right now, the main leading factor for me is the fact that I have to sit here and be somehow responsible for people's mental state. The fact that I know that I can say something that can trigger something in somebody, I can say something that can make somebody go this way or that way, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I think because I know the implications of that, it keeps me back from wanting to be more vulnerable, more open, more honest, because I never want to lead anybody astray, ever. If anything, I always want to make sure that I'm sharing, and whatever it is that I'm sharing, you can tap into it, or maybe you're experiencing the same thing and you can find healing through it. That's why I've not been as active on this channel. But I'm getting it together and I'm realizing that there's power in speaking. I want to begin today's video by letting y'all know that since I've been away, I've been really working on myself. I've been working on Portia as a whole. And as I'm growing deeper into my 30s, I'm realizing so much about my life. I'm realizing that there's so much that I just don't want to deal with anymore. I'm realizing much more of my worth. I'm realizing that it's okay to walk away from a lot of things that don't serve me. And it's okay to not force myself to be in situations that I know I'm not comfortable with. And that's something that I want to touch on today. As we're getting older, people usually hit us with the whole, oh, you're getting older. When are you going to get married? When are you going to get a house? When are you going to get this? Look at the people that are behind you. They're all doing this, they're all doing that. And I'm here to tell you, go according to your own pace. There's no need to allow people to force you or make you decide to get yourself into things that you have no business being in when you know you're not ready to be in. In this moment in my life, I have a gentleman who is insisting, praying, hoping, fasting, communicating with God to be my husband. He has told me several times, I want to marry you, I want to be with you, I'm planning our wedding. I'm pretty sure he's picked out a ring because he's definitely picked a hall. But that being said, I'm not in that place to marry anybody's son right now. It sounds good because I'm 33 now. I have a kid. It would be nice to have a husband, to have a house, to have somebody help me pay these bills that all my money is going to. But then I also have to think back and remember that it's not about the bills and all that. It's about my happiness. It's about my sanity. It's about what I feel is going to better serve me. And in this moment, that's not the person that I feel is going to better serve me. In this moment, I'm not looking forward to marrying somebody right now. I don't want to do it. There's so much work to be done within myself. And also there's a lot that I don't want to settle for. There's certain qualities about this individual that I feel like if I step into this chapter with this person, I'm going to be settling for things that I have no business settling for. I won't be able to handle it. And I'm not going to force myself to become something that I know I don't want to be. So because of that, marriage can wait. One thing I don't want to do is get into marriage and then realize oh Lord, I never wanted to be with this person. And then I get a divorce. And then things go down. I've already had enough horrible relationships. I don't want to go through it again. I don't. So I'd much rather be myself. I much rather keep working on myself. I much rather keep building on myself. And then if I come across somebody who I feel that I can be with for the long haul, I am thoroughly interested in, I'm fully attracted to, I feel you have at least most of the qualities that I'm looking for in a person, I'm gonna just stay by myself. And I'm not gonna force it. Ever. Being in your 30s is already like, it's crazy, okay? Because once you hit your 30s, the expectation for you in life is a lot more than it's ever been. Everybody feels like you should win the lottery by 30. But for me, honestly, I know for a fact my life has just begun now in my 30s. Things for me are just now getting better. Things for me are now looking up. I'm no longer stressing about the things that I used to stress about anymore. Even in terms of my body, like body positivity. If you don't know, I am really slim. I'm skinny. Like, I am a little lady. Like, I'm small. And it's taken quite a while for me to get to that place where I'm comfortable in the skin that I'm in, you know. And as I'm growing, things aren't really changing that much for me. I'm still the same. Maybe I might be a little thick, but that's about it. And that's something that I've grown to accept and love and embrace. Like, hey, this is who I am. I'm going to keep on loving who I've become. And if I gain a little weight, great. If I don't, great. It's my body, it's my life. And the fact that this body has endured more than what most people can endure, and it's still here, and I'm still alive, I am more than happy to just be in the space that I'm in. 30 is not the end all be all, you know, and that's one thing I'm telling myself as I'm growing. It's not the end all be all. The fact that I'm able to wake up every day and be alive in my 30s, that is a blessing. Because when you look around the world, people are dropping like flies. People in their teens, people in their 20s, people my age, people a little older, a lot older. Everybody's just going. But to be able to wake up every day and breathe, I have health. I don't have any health issues, thankfully, by God's grace. I don't have any crazy thing happening to me. I'm not homeless. You know, I might not live in the best home, but I live in a beautiful home. My apartment is great. You know what I mean? Like, I have a car that doesn't even work anymore, but it gets me from point A to point B. You know, I have a genuine joy that comes from within now, and I'm appreciating every step of the journey that I've taken to be who I am today. And I'm growing, and I'm loving every bit of it. My son is growing, which has been amazing, and I'm getting prospects, you know, meeting different types of people, men that I never opened my mind to meeting, where I'm like, this is out there too. Wow, I don't want it, but it's great. And I'm just excited for what's next in my life. But I'm not gonna allow society to keep me down or make me feel like I'm a failure, or maybe I should be more than that. In this moment, this is what my mind can take. My mental capacity, this is what I can handle right now. So this is the stage that I'm in, and I'm going to stay in it until I'm ready to progress into the next stage. So, I cannot be, and I will not, and I refuse to be forced into something that I know I have no business being in. I'm doing a lot of self-work. I am spending more and more time with myself outside of work, outside of being a mom, which is another thing within itself, because I am a single mom. I do take care of my son all by myself, financially, emotionally, spiritually, everythingly. As a parent, I'm doing it by myself. And outside of a parent, I do have my village to help me, my family to help me, my friends, my loved ones. But it's been a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's been tough. My kid is almost 7 now, and it's been very hard. It has. But by the grace of God, we're making it. We're growing together, and he's alive. So what more can I ask for? I will not be settling in any way, shape, or form for anything out of my norm. I've been getting a lot of comments about what to do once you are no longer giving your attention, your energy, your life to things outside of yourself, when you're no longer on social media, like, what is it that you're gonna do? Now you have all this time to do absolutely nothing with yourself. What are you gonna do? You gotta find ways to keep your life busy. And here are a few things that I know I've done that have helped me. First things first, I've been spending more and more time with myself. When you no longer have time to spend with the internet, you have to spend time with yourself. And society has made it in a way where we don't spend time with ourselves anymore. Maybe you're an introvert. Maybe have been through things that, keep you away from really getting to know people in real life, face to face. And maybe you don't have the means to move around as much. What is it that you can do to get your mind where it needs to be and to have your day filled in a way where you don't have to think about what you left behind? And I'm here to tell you that one of the best things that I have done that has helped me is read. Generally speaking, I read a lot, but I used to read a lot of news and things I had no business reading on my phone, right? Then I transitioned to reading actual books. So one of the very first books that I finished is Mom and Me and Mom by Miss Maya Angelou. Now, when I first started reading this book, I couldn't believe half the stories that were in the book. I said, she went through what? And who did what to her? And she was kidnapped by who? And she had a baby at what age? And her mama did what at the strip club? Y'all have to read the book. You have to read this book. It's a good book. So not just that, I also started reading Miss Viola Davis's book, but when I got to page 30-something, it went to page 80-something. And I was like, where are the pages? So I had to return that one. So I'm going to get the hardcover one of it in hopes of it having all the pages so I can finish that book. That was a really good book as well. I remember when COVID first happened, I did a lot of walking. I ran to the point where I started losing weight. And I had to tell myself, like, girl, you are first of all, you don't need to lose no weight. So you need to stop running. I would escape from my apartment and go by the river. And there's a trail by the river. And I used to go over there and I used to just walk by myself. Whether it was hot, foggy, cold, I'm going to go outside and get some fresh air. And that's one thing that I know has kept my momentum going as far as spending more and more time with myself or with my son, right? And as far as what to do with your time, there's so much to do in the world. There's so many people to meet. You can go to church, you can join a wonderful ministry, you can join different clubs in your society, in your neighborhoods, you can join different groups, you can join a team, play some sports if you want to, go to restaurants, you can learn how to cook, you can learn how to ride a bike, you can the possibilities are endless. So do not keep yourself stagnant from living life. Just go outside and live. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm going out, I'm living, and I'm opening up myself to all the things that life has to offer me and all the men that life wants to bring my way. I'm willing to get to know more people, learn about them, and see what they got for me. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching today's video. I'm going to be more consistent with my videos. I'm going to show up a lot more. Not for anybody else, but for myself. And I'm going to continue to grow. And I hope that you're able to grow with me as well. So thank you for joining today's video. Leave your comments down below. Tell me one thing about yourself that you're doing differently to better help you, progress in life and be the best version of yourself. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.